What's up guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a super easy, cheap trap base that can be used end game of a wipe and at the start of a server. So we're just going to get straight into this. Now I am on a sandbox server, so I'm in creative right now, just to make it a bit faster and easier. And basically I'm going to try roleplay this as much as possible just to make it so, more of an actual dedicated server scene. So the first thing you'll want to do is find a nice space, preferably close to some main areas, such as like I have done right here, as I'm like close to the airfield, the stone quarry, stuff like that. Now once you have found a nice place to build, I recommend building also near a road or somewhere where players will pass through a lot. Now once you have found that, you just want to take in mind there is a new thing where you can't build too close to a road. Now I'm not sure if that's just certain servers not allowing that, or if that's an actual thing part of the game now that you can't build on roads, so you've got to build like next to them now, but just be aware of that. Once you have found your location, you just want to make a 2x2. Now the reason why this is early game and late game is you can easily expand from this. So what you want to start by doing is placing 3 low foundations like this and a medium foundation just in the top left hand corner. Now you want to make sure that it's in the top left hand corner, so because the door is going to be on the block that I'm standing on right here, so it is facing the road. Now once you've done this, you want to place half walls just all around the lower foundations and place a floor just next to the medium foundation like that. Now once you've done this, you just want to place regular walls all around the 2x2, apart from the front block here and right here. We're going to put doorways there instead. I'll explain why in a minute. For some reason there we go, it wasn't letting me place a wall there for a second. You also want to place a floor just off to the side, so on both sides of the medium foundation, and like I said, just place 2 doorways here and here. Now you don't actually need 2 doorways, you can only have 1. However, to lure more people in, we are going to use the second one on the side as a vending machine, just so more players will be attracted to the area. Make sure the vents can be seen from the inside, so you know it's facing the right way. And from here we just want to put on the roof and start building more of the interior. Now obviously if you are going to be doing this on a actual server, you'll want to do this a bit faster, and you'll probably end up making it out of regular wood first. But once you have got this main foundation up, you just want to place another doorway here, and you want to place a wall frame next to it like here, and you obviously just want to fill these in with doors. Now you want to make sure that this door right here actually opens inwards. I placed it wrong there, so we're just going to do that again. So it should open inwards like that. That'll make more sense in a minute. We're just going to place some code locks on these and lock them. And just do the same for this door as well. Now obviously if you are a bit earlier on in the game of the server, you might not have a vending machine or metal doors as such, so it is totally fine to just use wood. It works exactly the same. Just make sure you do upgrade it later on when you have enough materials, if this is going to be a permanent base. As with trap bases, there is a thing for people getting pissed and wanting to take you out as soon as possible, so you obviously want to make it sustainable. So once you have put all these doors on, including the double door, you want to drop down onto one of the lower platforms and place a doorway right here. and you should be able to see through this tiny little gap here. The underneath is going to be for storage, the same as the underneath of here as well, that's going to be for storage. And you're just going to place another half wall on top of that door frame, like that. Now a quick thing as well, you don't want to forget about this, is make sure that this door does open up this way as well, so they can't escape when they're in this little airlock here. So now once you've got this simple foundation with the doors in and stuff, you can kind of see what's going on here, as when the doors open you can still see through here, and basically it's a lure trap, and what's going to happen is someone's going to walk in and you're going to be able to see when they walk in, and you can just close the door behind them. I'll just give you a quick example. There is more to it than that, by the way. This is just the simple part of the trap. So you'll be able to see through here, you'll see them walk in, and you can just close the door behind them and they won't be able to see you. Obviously you'll have that door closed so they can't just walk through here. But from here you do just want to make it a bit more appealing and friendly, so people actually want to come in and have a reason to come in. So you're going to put a workbench right here so that you're a bit more hidden as well. It is really hard to see from behind the door anyway, because the only really place you can see through is like right here, and unless you're actually looking for it, no one's really going to do that. So from here you literally can't see it at all. The little window frame, you can't really see it at all now. Well, it's actually a door frame, but it works more like a window. And you can still see through here and close the door from in here. You can also shoot from in here whilst the workbench is still there as well. So it is a very useful thing, as you are still protected from anyone's line of sight unless they are for some reason specifically looking under here for someone, which no one really does. So now what you want to do is make them something to actually come into your house for, which is why we're going to place a chest right here. So this room is going to be the main layer of the house, meaning you're not really going to put anything expensive or stuff you actually want to keep in this room. For some reason it won't let me place this furnace there, so we're just going to start with the box. Oh, there we go. It's probably just a bit of lag. So you just want to put this box closest to the wall as possible, so you have enough room for other things in the future. If you do want to move stuff around, like there are fireplaces and stuff like this, you can place that down as well to make it even more appealing. It is pretty laggy right now. There's some raids going on in the background, but yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's just give you an outside view. You might also want to put a staircase right here as well. I might be a bit too close to the road, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm a bit too close to the road, so like I said, you do have to be careful about that. But you might want to put a staircase there and just upgrade that to wood. Don't upgrade it to stone or metal or anything like that, because if you do want to expand the base in the future, stone is a lot harder to destroy. So, oh, I forgot. So from outside, it will look like this. Obviously you'll have like your little campfire and your furnace on, so it looks a bit more cozy. They'll just walk past and they'll see you've got your door wide open, and they'll see a chest right there and be like, obviously want to come inside, because if you know Rust, then you'll obviously know that anyone that plays it loves juicy free loot. So they'll come inside, you'll be sat down there, or your friend will be, and you'll see them come in. So you'll close the door, they'll be locked in here, and from there you can either shoot them through this hole, or I'll show you the next step in order to kill them really easy. Now obviously if you just started out on the server and you're doing this, you probably won't have shotgun traps or flame turrets unless you buy them from the compound, so you might have to wait until later on until you can do this part. But I highly recommend as soon as possible you do get yourselves some shotgun traps. 2 is probably the best. 1 will do the job, but I like to have 2 just in case. And you just want to place them on the roof like this, kind of diagonal, 1 like that, and then one next to it, kind of facing the other diagonal side, like that. So once you've got your TC there, obviously you want to make yourself a bed or a sleeping bag and just place it next to your TC or something, or you could just place it down here. Down here would probably be a better choice, because if you die you can spawn right back here. Maybe you can have a little wooden box right here with a gun in it so you can get straight back into the action. But like I said earlier, these two holes under here are just for storage, and if you do know how to do the 4-box method, then I highly recommend you doing that. Only you'd probably have to have this little floor not here. So if you are watching this whilst building it, then for future reference I recommend watching the video first and then try and building it yourself, as doing the 4-box method where you have one there, one next to it, and then another one there, and then another one like there. So yeah, that is basically it. People will walk past, they'll see you've got your doors wide open, they'll go straight to that chest at the back. Whilst you're sat down there, you can just close the door on them. They'll have no idea what the fuck just happened, and then you can quickly just jump up here or shoot them from here if they're in this little segment, and the shotgun traps will blast their balls off, and you can comfortably just take their loot. So I'm going to try get some live action with this for you guys. You probably saw a little clip at the start as well, of me testing this one out. But yeah, I'm going to go into an actual online Rust server now and see how many people we can catch. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and it would be very appreciated if you liked, subscribed, comment something nice down below, and checked out my Rust playlist in the description. I have a couple of my Rust videos and some other creators' content in there, with a couple tutorials and helpful things like that that I personally found quite helpful, so showing your support to them would be pretty cool as well.